Hey, how are you? Welcome to NoCoders Office Hours, episode 206. We are with Ben, Jordan, and Thomas, and joining us later, Tonya. How are you?
Good, thanks. How you going?
And thank you.
Good, thanks.
So do you have any questions that we can cover today?
I've got a question yet. If anyone else wants to go first, or whatever. I was trying to work out how I've got a thing that's holding a list of files, and I wanted to.
Do you want maybe to share your screen first to understand better? Okay.
Okay. So I've got a form here. Right, it's just going really slow. I'll just stop sharing for a second so I can get it.
No worries.
Okay, cool. So you can see my screen?
Yeah.
So I've got a pop-up form here, and I've got an upload files box where I can upload the files, which looks like this. And I can set multiple files in there. What I wanted to do was when I push save, I wanted to run a workflow on each of the files individually. And it's probably simple, but I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. It's having a brain freeze. So rather than, just run one workflow on all the files, I want to send do I have to do that through like an API schedule, or? So I want to send each one of these files off on its own workflow.
Okay, but sorry, what do you do? What do you want to do for each one? Which workflow?
Well, I want to upload them to box.com.
Okay. Currently, they are up. This flow is to upload them to the bubble storage, right?
Yeah.
So, do you have an existing integration with Box, or you need to do it?
Yeah. I've got all that working. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out how to run a workflow on each of the files, rather than one workflow on all three files.
Okay. Can you show me the other workflow that you already have, please?
Well, I haven't set it up, but do you understand the question?
Yeah, you want to upload all of them to Box, not to the bubble storage, right?
Yeah, but just forget about Box for the minute. I just want to know how to run a workflow on each. When I push that button, if there's three files, I want to run three workflows, one on each file. if there's two files, I want to run two workflows, one on each file. If there's one, do you know what I mean?
I'm sorry. Maybe do you want to don't upload them one at a time and upload all of them at the same time and don't view like like this loader process? I'm not
Well,
understanding maybe.
one at a time. Yeah. So if there's 10 files, I want to, you know, I'm picking that it needs to be through the scheduling API and possibly on a list. I don't know, but if there's 10 files there, when I push that button, I want each of those files to run the same workflow, but it will run 10 times, one on each file. If there's two files, then it will, you know, run twice, one on each file.
Okay, but I mean, this uploading that you are seeing there is handled by the Bubble plugin, the multi-file uploader, and this will be completely different if you have a box integration, because we should handle that with
just forget about the box integration. But do you know how to do that? Like, do you know how to run workflows on, you know, if there's 3 files, I want to run 3 workflows?
Yeah, I can do the recursive API workflow to run, I don't know, 1,000 flows. But
yeah,
the issue is that the upload, it is not in the backend. It is being in the front side, in the client side. So you will need to upload them currently in your screen on your side. So
yeah, I've already.
Yeah, you can run the workflow, but all recursively to update, I don't know, the name of the file or whatever, but all of them, the files will be currently uploaded to your Bubble account or to Box.
Yeah.
But you cannot like say, okay, first upload one and then upload it in the backend or something, because you are attaching the files currently on the client side.
Yeah, that's fine. I just need to know how to run the 3 different workflows or whatever.
But which is the purpose of that?
So what do you mean?
I mean, why you don't want to upload all of them right now and do them like in a separate workflow, like in a recursive way?
Why don't I want to upload? Well, they are uploaded, but I'm gonna send a backup to Box.
You want to send a backup to Box?
Yeah.
Can you go to your plugins 1 second? Let me give me access to your.
You just like, you're not really like sort of listening to the question. It doesn't matter about Box right now. I just need to know how I can run it. Can you help me with that or not?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So give me a second. I will request your. I am requesting remote control. Okay, I will open a new tab here. I will create first of all the backend workflow in a recursive way, and I will send a list of text that will be the files URLs.
Yeah.
And maybe the thing that
I mean, I can do the rest of it myself. I just need to know how to set it up.
I will create a folder here. Okay, so we will create an API workflow here.
Yeah.
Let's name it upload to Box recursive. Okay, and we will send some parameters here. One will be the URL of the file that you already have in your Bubble storage.
Yeah.
It will be type text, will not be a list, not a list. It will be a single one because you will run this process one at a time. So
Yeah.
it is one and then another one and then another one.
Yeah.
And here, maybe the agreement.
Yep.
Or which
Keep,
is the
keep going down. Should be keep going down, right down, right down, right down, right down, right down.
or
Right
can
down.
you select it? Maybe better.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. It's like right down the bottom. Yeah.
This one, request type.
No, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's called application dash agreement. Keep going. There it is.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will update this agreement just with a field so you know that the process runs. So every time that this process runs, we'll add a text to this field, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And here you can add your other action that will be upload to box or whatever.
Yeah. Sweet.
Okay. Hi, Callum, how are you? So I will add to that list the current URL, right?
Yeah.
And I will schedule this again. That will be this recursive. I will make it to happen again, and I will maybe 2 seconds to run again. It will depend how much time it takes to load on box. So yeah, you need to play with that to check that, yeah, it have the sufficient time to upload it, right?
Yeah.
The URL will be the list of URLs that you have, or sorry, the agreement. Sorry. Yeah, I will schedule this as a list. How much elements you will upload?
Oh, only like between 1 and 3.
Okay, so we can use schedule API on a list, and we can don't use to record to run this again. Yeah, I will prefer to don't use this recursive one. It will be easier to implement, because if not, you will need to use maybe a search for the files uploaded and use each URL and compare it if it is in the other field that we created here. And if it is not, yeah, schedule it again. But if it will be 1 to 3 elements, will be easier to schedule a list of them. That will be here. This works fine, schedule API workflow on a list, but when the list is less than 100 items, right? So be careful. If it is greater than 100, maybe it can have issues. But it is faster when it is to use it when it is less than that number, okay? So this will be upload to box. The type of thing will be the agreement. Okay.
Application agreement. So keep going down.
I can't scroll down. I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay, perfect. And the list to run will be where are you storing the files here that you
Oh,
uploaded? Or
you
you are
can
not-
go add another field. I haven't done that, but yeah, should be files.
Okay.
Set list.
Multi-file uploader. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And here, how the list will be. Sorry, this should be text. Because we are passing a list of text. We will schedule this to happen right now. I will leave this empty. In here, when you use this schedule API workflow on a list, if you leave this empty, Babel will do their best to determine which intervals is the best for your capacity currently and the number of flows that you're doing. And yeah.
Mhm.
So, and the URL will be this URL that it refers, or this text, that it refers to each item here. The agreement will be the result of step 2. This will do the process, like the loop, in all your list of URLs.
Yeah.
It depends also, just to be aware of that. Not sure if here you will need say. Yeah, because sometimes you need to add a prefix, like, for example, maybe something like this. Because if I'm not wrong, Babel, when you refer to the URL, doesn't show that. Yeah, just in case. This will be a list. What is happening here?
Couldn't you change the type of things to file and just run it on each file? No.
Maybe, but here we will need to update maybe URL this file. Yeah, it was this here. Yeah. When you run the workflow, just check what is being saved in your database. Just to check if it includes it or not, and you will remove it or update it. Just
so how does it know to run like 2 times or 3 times or?
Yeah, it will send, if you added 10 files, it will run it 10 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it is currently working, so we can test it to check that it adds the list of texts in the agreement here.
Okay. Do you want me to upload something?
Yeah. Maybe you can add a condition to disable the save button if the multi-file uploader is uploading, haven't finished it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just to prevent any issues there. Okay. Let's go to the document.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
One,
Okay.
two.
Okay. It is adding it twice, so we can remove the HTTPS. But yeah, sometimes it's Bubble don't expose it. So this is the way
Okay.
that you can update it. But so let's update it right now to don't forget it. Yeah, just remove the HTTPS of it.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. That's
Okay.
all. That's all I needed.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
No worries.
Cheers. Okay.
Okay, so do you have any other questions, or maybe Ben, Callum, Jordan? I know Jordan, yeah. Or
Callum, do you have anything?
I'm just wondering why Tonya sounds like a man today, but that's about it. Nothing for me. Just thought I'd join and say hi and see how everyone's doing.
did you implement the plugin the last time that we talked about? The one regarding the
So yes and no. Yes, I did it. No, I'm not using it anymore. It works exactly the way we wanted it to. The only issue is it's just running so much stuff on the page. It got so stupid that it just got so slow. So I've implemented a video or option. It's good though. It's a bit like, I mean, it's one of those ones where it's a really good plugin, but it doesn't really take into account the way Bubble works. Like if you wanted to know how long someone was looking at a specific post for, you could start and stop a timer every time it went from active cell to active cell. But just all of that data processing, Bubble just can't really handle it. So yeah,
okay,
cool idea, but it was just a bit slow.
I see. Okay, but do you have any questions, or yeah, we can play around with any feature, or you have more questions, Jordan, Ben?
Has no one else got any questions?
I'm all good. Yeah, go Jordan.
Well, one thing I was going to talk to Cameron about it actually, but I was going to try and get a image of. I'll just go back to that same page that I had. So I've set up these agreements here, and each agreement has like a residential address. And what I wanted to do was pull an image off Google Street View and load it into the repeating group. I sort of found a couple of threads on the Bubble forum, but it was quite confusing. I wasn't really sure where to start, so not sure if that's something that you might know how to do. Or
Okay, so instead of showing the map there, show like a picture of the point of the map, right? Like, I mean,
yeah.
If there is a park, show a park, or it is a museum, show the front of the museum or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to Google Google Maps and where's Maps? And then like you zoom in, like what's that address? So let's just go 17 Years Court Road. See, this brings up a picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
So
but I'm not seeing the picture right now, but I suppose yes. Okay, now I'm doing the picture.
Oh, this picture here, yeah. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
so every address just has like, one picture that comes up. So it must be like associated. And yeah, and I found it like I found some threads on it that people have done it, but I didn't really know where to start, whether I needed to use a
Okay.
plugin or do an API, but
I haven't implemented that, but can you show me the current flow? You are using the Bubble regular plugin, or you are using another one?
well, I was trying. Yeah, I installed Google Places for the Bubble one, and I installed Google Places for is it a zero code plugin? Or this one?
And the Zero Code plugin shows an image?
That doesn't it?
No?
This, EDIF one, sorry. Yeah, Google Places
Okay.
EDIF.
Okay. Give me a second.
But
let
I'm
me
not
check
sure
it.
if these were even the right ones, really, because there wasn't any documentation on them.
Okay. Give me a second. I will request you access. Let me check if I can check the response of these data calls. I'm trying to find, okay, here is a photo.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
these HTML attributions, I'm not sure. Place ID, price level,
Yeah,
status.
place ID. So the thing that I was saying said you needed to pull the place ID to get it.
Okay, and let me get place ID. Okay, here we have a URL. Maybe I'm not sure if if it is the URL of the of the Google Maps point or the URL of the image, but maybe with the HTML, I'm not sure. What is your flow? Can you show me the element, please?
So this is where I wanted to pull it here.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Good. With this call, you are retrieving an address in another element or not?
Say that again, sir.
With this call,
Yeah.
This one, you are retrieving another data here, like an address or something, or only
no,
for, okay.
no, that's it. Yeah.
I will add that text element just to test.
You can delete that. Yeah.
But 1 second, I will add just a text here just to check. To check what we are retrieving from there.
Place ID. That's where I yeah. See, that's what we
Yeah,
need
but
to get.
yeah.
You've got to go to the external API to get it.
Okay, but I thought that here because we were using this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is there place ID under photos or no? Oh yeah, that's the one. Place ID. Yeah.
yeah, but I thought that we were receiving an HTML too.
Yeah, but I think it said if you can get the place ID from what I read,
Hmm.
then you can pull it.
Yeah. But sorry, let me show you here. Oh no. Here. Because sorry, this is the second call that we can get it from there, but this should retrieve the HTML that I'm not sure if we can view the picture there where it was. HTML attributions. This one.
Photo reference. That's yeah. I think that's the one from what I read.
Yeah, but okay, maybe we would need to pull photos instead of HTML, and then photos. Let's do this one, and then also let's do the other one that is photo reference. Let's check what text it retrieves so we can know if it is a URL or what is it.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you preview this, please?
Nothing.
Okay, nothing. Okay, so we didn't retrieve nothing.
Oh, we didn't fill that in, eh?
Sorry?
We didn't fill that in, the location radius.
I added, I mean, by default, it have this data, but
Request denied. See the status?
yeah, maybe we need you need the API key is not properly, maybe. Do you have in your Google console this allowed Google Places?
I just have a look. I'm
Can
pretty
you
sure
open
that's
the Google console, please?
Maybe, are you going to show your API keys?
yeah.
Sorry?
Maybe stop sharing if you're going to show.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Probably too late.
You should yeah, too late. You should change them, please,
Okay.
after this recording. In your Google Cloud side,
Yeah.
you should view something like this. Give me a second. I will.
Places. Yeah, here it is.
It is allowed.
Places API. So do you get the server one or the client one?
Let me a second. I am checking on my side. Give me a second, please.
Because the one I've got in there is the client one. Do you want me to try the server?
Okay, sure. I'm previewing the page.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we are retrieving now something. Let's preview this. Give me a second. Don't forget to change your credentials.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but this is not a picture. Hmm. And let's put this. All places for certain photo. And this is the photo reference, but maybe we can check. Give me a second. Google how to display photo reference. Google. Mm. Let me do something here. Hi, Nathan. What is something here weird? No. Yeah, no, I'm really not sure. I will need to check maybe on a Stack Overflow or or the docs from Google to retrieve that data. Check retrieve image from Google Maps.
So they're still not connecting.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no. Maybe we can create a custom call to Google. I mean, we can use this one maybe, copy it and paste it on your, and send your credentials. to check if we can retrieve the image URL from there. But also maybe you will need to know which of the items, and I suppose should be the first one, for example, this one, because you will have multiple. Or what happens if they are shared by people and not like the default image, like here. For example, if you click in another place, maybe you will have a picture here. Do you see?
Mm.
Do you see?
Yeah, just that main one. That's all I want to pull. Just the
Yeah.
first one.
Visualize. Give me a second. I'm checking fast on my side. If I see something we can pull. I think we can pull it.
Yeah.
Place photo response. Give me a second.
See, if I put the latitude and longitude in there, it should pull the right photo, shouldn't it?
Okay.
But places by string results first item photos.
Okay. 1 second. Let me try something.
Are you trying on mine or your computer?
Okay. Give me a second. Can you go to your HTML? Sorry, to your places. Repeating it, please. Okay. Let me first delete the HTML here. This is an image, so. And here we were retrieving.
Yeah, it's come out of the thing. I'll just have to go back.
Can you go to the page that?
I'll just make another one quickly. Sweet.
Okay, so this is the reference of the picture. I will copy it from here. I am trying to do a hard-coded experiment for now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I did Command B instead of Control B. Mhm. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Sorry, are you doing a crazy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sometimes it's easier to work with this arbitrary text, so you can see things easier.
What is it?
It allows you to have a bigger space and create other expressions like in a more complex way. Yeah. So this is one, and I need you. Can you copy this before that, please?
Copy what?
The chat, the link that I just sent in the chat, please. Before that.
Okay. Was a chat. Oh yeah. What do you want? Copy the whole thing?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, and then put it where?
Mhm.
Put it in
You
here.
can, yeah, before it. You can add some space before. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
This?
Because I was not able to copy and paste from my computer to your computer.
Yeah. There's a couple of gaps in there. Do you want me to take them out?
Yeah, we'll remove them.
Do you want the key?
Yeah, please. And don't forget to change it, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. And let's preview it. It is a hard-coded example, so we can check if we can retrieve it. Because if yes, we will be able to have this call inside the other one. Okay. You can play it later with the stretch feature, but we can retrieve it. Okay.
So we just need to change the photo reference key, right? This bit.
And we should not do this from there because we will be exposing your key to everyone. I mean, someone who with some knowledge can check this, because we are doing that on the front side. But we can create a call to your own app in the backend to retrieve this, it will be a little bit slower. So we should do the complete process completely in the backend. Let me check. I'm thinking how will be the best way. Because
So restrict items.
let me check something too. This
If we
is,
can get the string.
I mean,
set.
the process will be something like this. Let me show you.
Mhm. Yeah, you go. You go.
I will copy this first expression here. Oh. Copy expression, and in the image here, this should do the trick, for example. So if we refresh it, it should work again. Okay, so for your use case, we should recreate like the call that is doing this plugin. It is not so difficult, but we will do like the call that retrieves that photo, but in a single call. So we will not do two calls to extract that photo. So in the same one, we can do it, and we will do it in the backend. So we do this flow in the backend, and we retrieve to your front only the URL of the picture, right?
Yeah.
So you will not expose your token in the front side.
Okay.
But, okay, at least it is working. Can you check with a real address that you are that for example in your case you will do, so to test that dynamically too, please?
Yeah. So what would I put in query?
The address of
the address.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And then is the first one longitude or latitude?
I'm not sure, but maybe this is not mandatory, but yeah. Wait, try to leave it blank.
Oh, I'll just put it in
Correct.
there. We'll just try it
Okay.
because there's no harm. And then the radius, that should be as low as possible, right?
Yeah.
Okay, should we try that?
Mm-hmm. Please.
No image.
No.
Or maybe I'll try swapping the longitude and the latitude, eh?
Mm.
Would that need a space?
Maybe. Yeah.
No.
Nope. First of all, why we let's do something. Can you give us a second? Let me. Let's paste it in this text so we can know what we are retrieving.
Yep.
And before that, no, this is not. Okay, but we are retrieving a picture, right? Ah, no, we are retrieving an empty. Do you see here? So
Yeah.
the issue is with the, let's try to leave it blank and pass only the, to check what happens here. Okay, seems all are mandatory maybe, but we can create this in a separate call. No, it's an empty too. Maybe it is without space. And let's add another one just to check how it is retrieved this location. Longitude. Okay. Let's do something. Do you have the real address and the location? We can retrieve it from here. Can you type it? Or we can
What's it?
play with this one.
Say that again. What do you want to do?
Do you have a real, I mean, the address and the location, longitude and latitude?
So what, this address here?
Oh, is this one? Okay, so let's yeah. Okay, so let me put it here, hard code it. Let's see what happens if we pass a different address than longitude and latitude. Meanwhile, let's check. How you check the latitude? Do you remember? Do you know?
Say that again. How do I what?
Ah, okay, we can pull it from here. The latitude and the longitude.
Yeah,
Here
here it is.
is this one. or until here. I'm not sure. Maybe here.
Should be there.
Okay, nothing here, do you see? And
That's not the right one, no way. Because the Google Maps. Yeah, this one.
yeah, I copied it from there.
No, you copied this one.
Okay, can you change it,
This one.
please?
So where would it be? It'll be from there
Mm-hmm,
to there, wouldn't it?
I think.
Where do you want it? In here.
Yeah, please.
Okay, try that.
Yeah, and yeah, that's good. Nothing. Oh God. It should be in the middle here. What I did. Hmm.
What happens if you click on that result button? What does it say?
Yeah, it is okay, but
This one?
it is not showing nothing. Like, okay, results, first item, photos. Okay. Okay, seems that we are retrieving the data from Google. You see? But
Yeah.
no pictures. Okay,
What's
here we
the-
have an icon. I will check
Yeah.
what is this.
Do you want me to get it?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll get it.
Maybe it's a marker. Oh yeah.
Marker.
And okay, here we have the place ID, but not the photo references. Photos.
I did read somewhere that once you get the place ID, you can I'll just go to Google.
I think maybe the API call from this plugin doesn't have this type as a response, these photos. So maybe it is pulling only the information that they wanted. So the API connector is not retrieving that field. Maybe if we create a call on our side can work, but we should also handle that why sometimes it retrieves the photo. Do you remember that for the other call for boundary and for the other not? Let me show you. Where is our, okay. So why, when you click here, this call retrieves an item photo reference. You see, in photos, retrieves a photo reference. But in here, it shows an empty for photos. So first item and photos is not retrieved. It's something here weird. So yeah. Don't forget to change that key.
Mhm.
Please. Maybe can you put these like to the right?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Can you help me trying to split the screen so it will be easier for me, please?
Here we are.
Thank you. Yeah, perfect. So here we are using the same of the same calls that the plugin is using. And I will try to check the complete response from Google. And maybe, yeah, check what is happening.
How's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
We are trying to solve an issue, trying to retrieve an image from Google Places.
Okay.
I'm going to have to shoot off one. I've got to go to work.
Sorry?
I'm going to have to go because I've got to get ready and go to work.
Okay. So let's do
I have
this
to
last
finish it
part
later,
here.
or I can add you. I can add you to my app.
So you want? Sorry?
Are you
I
gonna?
can- do you want me to add you to my app?
No, I think he's already added because he has the team at Pro NoCoders. So.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
And then are you still meeting with Cameron in a little bit?
Yeah, I was 11, but 11 so 3 hours or something. But
All right.
I can probably finish it then with him.
Okay.
Sure.
Unless you want to do it.
Let
Unless
me.
you want to carry on.
Okay. Here, the prompters is key.
I mean, I can leave my computer going if you guys
Yeah.
want to just.
No. It is okay. Maybe you can tell him, please, that
Yeah.
we were trying to recreate the API call from the plugin.
Yeah.
To check if in the response we need the response that have the AirDev plugins is created manually. So maybe you are not retrieving the complete set of the response that Google is sending us, and we need to play with it to retrieve that photo reference,
Yeah.
to retrieve that as an image with another call.
No, worries,
And
I'll
do
have a chat.
that in the backend to don't expose the key on the front. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys. Appreciate it. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Stop screen share.
Hi, Attaboy.
Hi, Tonya.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going well. It's been a while. Sorry.
Yeah.
Been in and out work. My wife tested positive for COVID, so I had to deal with that throughout last week. So yeah.
I'm so sorry. I have COVID now. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but it's no fun.
Everybody seems to have it actually. So yeah.
It finally starts to feel like a pandemic 2 years later.
Yeah. Almost everybody I know is tested positive. So
Yep, pretty much. How can I help you? Did you get any of your questions answered today?
No, I just joined in actually. Yeah, it's like, oh, I had to quickly take a nap. I was so tired. Sorted out a couple of things. But yeah, I just got on like 10 minutes ago.
Okay. Awesome.
So I think I just have a quick question, and
Sure.
can I share my screen?
Of course.
So the Tanya, you know, getting on this page, right? Let me just show you. Remember, because I'm not signed in. Let me see if I can correct that. Okay, gotcha. No. Okay, so on clicking this workflow is that create purchase order, right? Then I now begin to populate the line items. Okay, so before, right, when I wasn't using reusables, right, when I could go to cancel and the workflow would be delete group purchase order. Okay. Now that I'm using reusable elements, right, I'm not being able to figure out, right, how to delete the purchase order thing that I have created.
Okay. So the reference to the purchase order is being saved on something in the reusable, right? Is the cancel in the reusable?
Yeah, the cancel is on the reusable.
So the cancel button is in the reusable itself.
Yeah, let me show you the reusable. So this is the reusable page.
Mhm.
Okay. So once I click on this new, right, it creates the group purchase order. It takes me to this other group on the same reusable element page. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is the cancel.
Okay. And this is available even after people have started adding items to it?
Yeah. So if I just want to erase this whole page, you know what? I just decided that I'm not making purchase order again. I started and I said, you know what? I don't want to make this purchase order. I want to cancel everything on this page.
Okay. So the
purchase order.
So the first thing you would do is kick off a backend workflow to cancel any of the line items that were created attached to it. And then at the end of that, you would kick off another backend workflow to delete the actual purchase order that was made. Do you agree with that, Juan? Does that make sense? I think.
Yep.
So yeah, so the thing that we would have to do is figure out, like, from that cancel button, where in relationship to that cancel button is the current purchase order being stored. So is it like on the group itself? Is that where you're referring to it from, like parent group's purchase order?
No, so for now, it's not being stored in the parent group purchase order. So it's actually going to be stored in actually the purchase order data type. That's where all the data will be stored.
Right, but what I'm saying is that there's some way when you're entering this information, there's some way for you to tie it back to the purchase order that you created when you clicked the new button. So the piece of it that I don't know is I don't know where that purchase order reference is in your app. So are you setting, I think what we did last time is we set the group holding all of these inputs to be of type purchase order, and then we sent that purchase order in that group, right?
Yeah, let me see if I'm following you. So what we did.
Sorry, I will need to leave you.
Okay,
I have
bye.
a medical
Thank you,
exam
Juan.
for
Can
my
you
feet.
but Juan, can you make me the host again?
Sure.
And send, yeah, here we go.
Uh,
Okay, I'm the host. All right, thank you.
okay. Okay.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye. Yeah, so do you want me to share my screen and I can
Yes,
look for it? Okay.
Yeah. I would just like to see how it could be done. Then I could just replicate it either way. It's something I probably could do.
All right, let's see here. We want to.
Funny enough, what you did, I found it, I actually messed it all up. So it took me all of today to figure out what you did back all over again. So yeah, it was really fun. I don't know how I did it. It just stopped working. I just did something.
All right.
I just went straight to it immediately, but I sorted it out today.
Here we go. So from here.
Funny enough, I thought that backend workflows will actually work for it. I just assumed it will work. So yeah, I probably was thinking in the right direction.
So this is the add purchase orders reusable, right? And then want the let's see here. Do you rename them? Is my repeating it? Okay, this one. Okay, here we go. So this is the cancel button in question.
Yeah.
The cancel button is in a group that doesn't have anything in it. So let's go to the parent group. The parent group is called add item and it's of type purchase order and it says get order from page URL is not empty. It's going to be visible, but we still don't. So we know we're going to see this. So probably you're storing the purchase order in the URL tab. Like in
Yeah,
the
I think it's
order.
stored in the URL.
So when I click the cancel button to make this work, then I would, the first thing I would do is I would come to the backend workflows. I'm going to make a new API workflow that is delete items or line items. And the thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to call this items of type line items. List here. And then also a purchase order. Type purchase order, and it won't be a list. So then here I'm going to delete a list of things, and the things I'm going to delete are the type item, and they will be items. Items, each item. Delete a list of things, type item, items. Oh, did I make the wrong thing? Here, items, line items. Oh, are we using line items or items?
The line items.
Line items, okay. So it needs to be line items. That's why it wasn't working. Okay. And then the next thing we'll do is we'll create here, delete thing, delete a list of line items. Actually, you know what? I'm going to delete them one by one. And there's a reason why. I'm going to delete a thing, and it will be delete thing, items, first item, as long as items count is greater than 0. And then I'm going to schedule this workflow to run again. Minus item, items, first item. And then the purchase order will stay the same. And we'll do that as long as items count is greater than 0. And then we will delete here a thing. We'll call it purchase order. And we'll do that only when is less than 1. So what I just did,
Yes, please.
is I'm sending in a list of the line items into the back end,
Okay.
right? So we know it's a list. And then I also sent in the purchase order. I'm going to run this loop here over and over again until all of the line items that belong to that purchase order are deleted.
Okay.
When it runs, oh, I changed it. Sorry, I have to fix that. Line items. Usually Bubble's pretty good about, you can make a change in one place and it will just populate everywhere else, but this is one place where Bubble doesn't do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to send in a list of line items that belong to this purchase order that I'm also sending in. So I'm going to delete the first line item in the list as long as the number of line items in the list is greater than 0. After I delete the first line item, I'm going to come here. I'm going to subtract that item from the list. So the list will be one less line item. And I'll run it again as long as the line items count is greater than 0. So this will, if there are 10 line items, this will run 10 times in a
Okay,
loop.
so that's a loop. Yeah, I see that now. Okay.
And then when it gets to where there are no more line items, it will delete the purchase order.
Okay.
The reason we have to do it that way is because if I said to delete all of those things and then delete the purchase order, I want to make sure all of the line items are deleted before I delete the purchase
Delete the
order.
purchase order. Yeah, that
Right.
works.
Yep. So then the next thing to do is to go back into the add purchase orders into the cancel button here. There's only one cancel button, I think, right? Just checking.
So the cancel button is the one that already has go to purchase order list. So yeah, that's it.
Yep. So we're going to schedule the API workflow. This workflow will be the delete items. We'll schedule it for current date and time. The line items will be the, what I'll do is on that cancel button in this group, we'll make this type purchase order. And then we will get the purchase order from what's called order, I think it was.
Yeah, order.
Of
And the
type
type is purchase order.
purchase order, right? And
Yeah.
so now when I'm on this workflow here, I can just say I want to send in the parent group's purchase orders line items. Is this a list?
Yeah.
Find it. Yep. And then the purchase order. Right. And we just pop that one in front of this one, and then this one can go back that way.
Okay.
You want to go ahead and share your screen and test it out?
Yeah, let me spin it. Okay. Oh, I can't share my screen. Do you want to stop sharing? Or do you
Sure.
want me to? Okay, thank
Yep,
you.
go ahead and start sharing.
Oh. Okay, so yeah. So just let me just be double sure. Second, choose order. This guy's out. It's this one. So we yeah, it worked.
Yay.
Yeah, it did work. Thank you, Tana. Just one other thing, right? So it has to do with no. It has to do with this other page seems to be displaying, and this is my display page. So this is the page where my once I populate the purchase order and the items, it will display on this page. I used this, and I think my problem might be the way I did the conditionals. And I'll just show you what I did. So I hope you don't have any symptoms, Tanya.
Oh yeah, no, I have a cough and I'm not feeling particularly great, but it's very mild. I'm
Yeah,
very fortunate.
yeah. It's most people have not been having heavy symptoms. Yeah. Hopefully, if this virus stays this way, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine if it just stays mild on everyone, right?
Yeah. Because I most likely I infected my wife, right? Because she's not been going out. So my wife got pregnant maybe about 4 weeks ago. So since then she's been home. So
Mm.
I've been going out. So pretty much I infected her. I didn't show any symptoms, right?
Well, your immune system takes a huge hit when you get pregnant. I got sick with like 3 viruses in the first trimester when I was pregnant.
Yeah, my wife is the first. It's not easy for her right now. I might be
No.
going back to the hospital tomorrow morning. She's not feeling too well. She's been throwing up all day.
Mm.
Uh,
I hope she feels better.
yeah, she will. So we'll see her. I'm going to see a doctor, or she's going to see a doctor tomorrow, hopefully. Okay. Yeah. So where's what I wanted? Group display. Yep. So this is it. So this is the condition that is shown here. So should I make it the URL page is empty or is not empty?
So it's showing when it shouldn't show yet? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's what it's showing.
Okay. Is group display purchase order and get order from page URL is not empty. So I think one other condition might be when you click the save button in the previous step, we might want to save it as like not a draft. Does that make sense? So like you can create it but in draft mode, and just like by putting another field on it, and then when you click the save button, you flip it so that it's not a draft anymore. And
Okay.
then if you put that condition on that on the group display purchase order, that it's not a draft, then it will also like it will
Okay.
show at the right time.
Okay. I get you. Okay, I understand. So I should put that condition there if it's not a draft. Okay,
Yep.
I can do that. Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess so far so good. Yeah. I guess I'll be able to go forward from here. Yeah. So yeah.
Awesome.
I think she just try to get rest, pretty much.
Yep, I'm gonna try to take the rest of the day off if I can. I've got some meetings, but we'll see if everybody's amenable to changing the schedule.
Yeah, you try get that to happen.
Awesome. But it was good to talk to you, and I hope your wife feels better.
Yeah, she will feel better. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay.
right.
I will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye,
Take care.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yep, I will. And that concludes episode 206 of Pro NoCoders Office Hours. We will be back for episode 207 this evening at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Looking forward to seeing everybody then.